Fire crews in Kyiv rushed to respond to Russian attacks. Despite frightening missile and drone strikes, Ukrainian citizens refuse to be intimidated.
I can imagine this is what it was like during World War II, when the German bombers would come over, drop their bombs for the Blitz, and then when the all clear was sounded, everyone got back to normal. And that's very much life in Kyiv and a lot of cities across Ukraine now, where the Russians will carry out their attacks. Once it's all quiet again, people go out, clear up the mess, and just everyone just carries on. But recently, what Russia have been doing, they've been doing it for the last couple of months across the whole country, is attacking the civilian infrastructure. They're targeting the power supply. So on Monday morning, when I got woken up by the explosions, the electricity was out for 3 to 4 hours and the Wi-Fi was down, but very quickly Ukrainians managed to get it up and running again.
Are those infrastructure attacks having a psychological effect on people living in the city?
Yeah, and with this new technology, with these kamikaze drones that they used last week, that's a new fear, is because these are loitering drones. They come across and then they just hit all their targets they hit last week were all civilian targets. There was nothing militarily that they hit. So that's a massive fear amongst people now, is that they put their kids to bed in the evening, and then in the early hours of the morning, they don't know if they're going to be waking up.
There it is. Iranian-made suicide drones. This one captured on camera in southern Ukraine.
You can hear them coming. They're quite prominent in their sound. And they're not as fast as the missiles, the cruise missiles that come in. But yeah, you hear them go over, and I've told people, if you hear it going over, potentially it's not going to hit you because it's gone past you by that time. It's going to hit another target. But yeah, the psychological impacts, that the sound that they have is massive.
But despite the fear factor, Emile says he's struck by Ukraine's determination to keep fighting.
Every time the Russians strike a civilian area in Ukraine, it just makes the people here stronger. The resilience of the Ukrainian people is unwavering, and the fact is that every attack, they just get angry and they go, let's continue this fight. So I don't think the Russians are doing themselves any favors by attacking civilian areas.